This week on InsideRHAthletics, I'll sit down with Coach Thomas to talk about the boys' baseball season. Then we'll head to Grace for Player of the Week. After that, Michael will tell us about this week's Player Spotlight. And last but not least, we'll head to Daniel for Regional Roundup. All that and more on this week's edition of InsideRHAthletics. What's up, Wildcats? Welcome to this week's edition of InsideRHAthletics. I'm here with Coach Thomas, the head coach of the boys' baseball team. How's it going, Coach?
Good. Thank you for having me.
So, Coach, season's just kicking off, so just talking about looking ahead. What are your hopes for the year?
I mean, as anything, our number one goal is to win a state championship. People sometimes look at you silly when you say that, or may make a face of how can you have such high expectations, but I believe in running a program with those expectations, because at the end of the day, if that's not what you're trying to achieve, then we're probably not getting everything we can out of you. So that's going to be our goal now. It's going to be our goal next year and every year forward, because ultimately that's what we want to get to.
Yeah, I think that's great. So, how do you feel about this year's roster?
I really like this group. We are not a bunch of superstars, and we look in the mirror and we realize that. But I think what this group has been able to do that others maybe not in the past have been able to accept is that they show up and they go to work. And I talk about it all the time. Sometimes it's like that walk-on mentality that you got. And they're a bunch of tough kids. I mean, we had a sophomore shortstop last night who's fallen over with the flu, and he's playing 7 innings, grinding it out. I mean, it's just the connectivity is there, the belief in each other's there, the support's there. And I really truly believe that they actually do love each other, like in the way that we're asking them to. And so I think when you combine love and toughness and connectivity, I think you have a recipe for winning baseball, no matter what the talent on the roster may look like.
Yeah, and so obviously the character of our team is a big strength. But looking at more just playing baseball, what do you think our biggest strength is? Just playing baseball.
Right now, I think offensively, we're pretty good spot. I mean, speed-wise, we're a little faster than we've been in the past. We graduated a lot of guys that hit some doubles last year, and I didn't really expect us to replace that right away, but we're starting to hit them earlier than I thought we would. Defensively, I think this should be our best defensive group when it comes to the 8 defenders on the field that we've had in a while, and they've shown that in these first few games. They're playing real clean baseball right now. Our pitching depth right now, if I had to put a question mark on something, that would probably be it. I mean, we got a bunch of sophomores and young guys that just haven't had that experience under those lights against the kind of schedule we play. We're throwing them in the fire, seeing what they got. At the end of the day, it's about developing them and getting them ready. We got some seniors hurt right now on the mound for us, and hopefully to have them back within a week or two. There's never going to be full pieces all the way around, but I think the biggest thing is us doing us the best that we can, and focusing on those strengths.
Yeah, I know we're gonna keep working on it. This past week against Benedictine, and we won 8-4. So just sort of walk us through that game.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, the day before, we're winning 2-0 at Wayne, and we end up losing 3-2 on our season opener on a walk-off hit. And the beautiful thing about baseball is, you get to play the next day. It's not like other sports where you got to wait a week and you got to practice and you got to think about it. It's like you get on the bus, you go home, you go to sleep, you wake up, that routine repeats itself. And Benedictine jumped out on us 1-0 last night, and then Grant comes up with 2 outs, nobody on, has a great at bat, hits the first home run in our new stadium. The light show goes off, and I think the feeling got real good, and we went on to put 3 more up that inning with 2 outs. And we talked about before the game that we're going to we talked about being aggressive on the bases, and we just took the philosophy we're going to be aggressive at the plate. I thought our 2 sophomore guys that were on the mound did a great job of maintaining the game, understanding that there were guys in their lineup that were going to get their hits, and it was about managing their lineup the best that we could. And we had some big outs defensively. I mean, it was the first time that I felt like that they saw the potential when the pieces connect. And we still got things to clean up. Don't get me wrong. Okay, we will always have things to clean up as long as I'm coaching. Okay, nothing's ever perfect to me. But I felt like they saw it in themselves for the first time, so it was pretty special.
That's amazing. So, Coach, do you have any specific player you want to shout out for this week's Player of the Week?
Yeah, I'm going to go back. I know we just talked about the Benedictine game, but I'm going to go back to our season opener on the road against Wayne on Monday. Noah Stone, one of our senior guys, our front end arm this year, really came out and did an incredible job of, just pitching in general, but more so of just keeping hitters off balance. I mean, he went, I think, 73 pitches in 6 innings, had 11 strikeouts in those 6 innings. So pretty phenomenal stuff, and he's done a great job in this off season of in his development. He's gotten stronger. He's taking care of his arm a little bit better, and he's able to last. He's filling up the strike zone a lot earlier for us, where in areas that he may have struggled at times, especially going long into games and having depth and that kind of stuff. So it was great to see him out there going more than the 1 or 2 innings that we've been scrimmaging and throwing 6. I know we didn't get the win, but at the end of the day, I think his performance was gutsy, and and I think it showed the character of our team and him.
More on Noah Stone on this week's Player of the Week.
Noah Stone has been playing baseball since he was 12 years old and has had many things to motivate him through his years of playing.
I'm motivated every day to play baseball because the team, they inspire me to play every day, and they always tell me how to get better and improve, and the coaches, they're always there to help me out and tell me how to get better.
Through his years of playing baseball, Noah has faced some challenges of his own.
One big challenge I faced was playing my sophomore year and just being a younger guy out there and having to compete with seniors.
Although it was hard, Noah did what he could to get over this challenge.
I got over that challenge from just working out in the weight room, getting stronger, and being coachable, and being a good teammate.
Through his years of playing, Noah has set aside some personal goals for himself this season.
A goal for me is to become a good college baseball player and obviously move on and be a good pro player.
I've been Grace Malbath reporting for InsideRHAthletics.
Welcome back. Now we'll head to Region Roundup after the break.
Hey, Brandon, come on, get up.
Welcome back. Now to Region Roundup.
What's up, Wildcats? I'm Nicholas Lopez here with the Region Roundup for this week. Let's get straight into it. Starting off with the girls basketball, we have Lowndes in first place with a score of 9-0. In second place, we have Valdosta with a score of 7-3. Cannon County in third place with a score of 6-3. Fourth place, we have Tift County with a score of 4-5. Fifth place, we have Colquitt County with a score of 2-7. And in last place, we have Richmond Hill with a score of 0-10. And now for the boys basketball, we have Lowndes in first place with a score of 8-0. In second place, we have Valdosta with a score of 6-4. Third place, we have Cannon County with a score of 4-5. Colquitt County in fourth place with a score of 4-5 as well. Fifth place, Tift County with a score of 3-6. And in last place, we have Richmond Hill with a score of 3-7. Well, that's all for you this weekend. Let's get back to the studio.
Have you seen the bar show this morning?
Oh yeah, she looked a hot mess, baby.
Well, hey, because I'm too super shy, so it's so bad.
Bro, did you see the bar stool back there? Yeah.
Hey, are you okay?
I don't know. The school Instagram account kind of posted something about me.
Hey, if you're talking about the Instagram post, I saw it. It was pretty funny.
That's why that's not cool.
No.
Let's go talk to someone. Okay.
They've been like posting me all week. Like yesterday it was about my hair, and today it was the hot sauce I got on my shirt, and it's just been really hard.
That sucks. Maybe we should go get a teacher. Hey, Miss Whiten, can we talk to you?
Inside me, son of a god. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. I've got that lightning inside me. Oh, just you watch. This is how legends are made.
You know that's not what robots we make.
Well, what do we make?
This is boys volleyball. Check it out.
It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad. Yeah, watching do it.
Man, I love spending time out here at this awesome park off my phone. But we have to keep it nice. There's so many things to enjoy here. From tennis to football to just a simple walk around the water. But in order to enjoy it, we have to maintain our spaces. Unlike these guys. Did you know that vandalism hurts our own community?
What's vandalism?
Vandalism is the deliberate destruction of property, including graffiti. If you are caught committing this felony, you can be arrested, serve time in jail, or be fined. I don't know about you, but destroying something in a park is not worth destroying my future.
Welcome back. So, Coach, to finish off this week's edition of InsideRHAthletics, how are you getting ready for your next few games?
So we got a big weekend on the hill. And when I say big weekend, I mean if you want to watch some of the best baseball in the country, you need to be at Wildcat Park this weekend. We got the number 5 ranked team in the nation, the number 10 ranked team in the nation, the team in our region, Lowndes, who's played in 3 straight state titles coming. We got a lineup like no other. There's not a better weekend in the state to go watch baseball than in Richmond Hill this weekend. I can guarantee you that. And with that. We have to be able to maintain ourselves and take care of the games that we're playing in and not get wrapped up in the big time talent that's coming in and that kind of stuff. And, our first focus is Grayson. Grayson put us out 2 years ago. The kids don't know this, so I guess they'll know it when they see this. The 2 teams we're playing have put us out in the playoffs in the last 2 years, and that was done on purpose. I scheduled that on purpose because I want us to be able to show growth in those areas. And so having Grayson down Friday night, it's going to be a great late night atmosphere, 8 o'clock start. That's how we want to start the weekend out with a win there. And then right after that, we'll take on Etowah on Saturday. But we're doing our best to not look forward. I talked about it in an interview the other day that somebody asked me what's the biggest game of the year. I said the next one, and that's the truth. The next biggest game is Friday, and when we wake up on Saturday, that one will be the next one. And so, but again, man, if people in this town and people in this school want to see what really good baseball looks like, I really encourage everybody to come out this weekend and check it out.
Yeah, I know we're going to go out and win it. That's all for this week's edition of InsideRHAthletics Wildcats. I'll see you guys next week.